Alrighty. So we wanted to bring an update on the follow and follow operation. It hasn't been our primary marketing channel for the last probably month and a half. We have primarily moved over into paid advertisements, and that's been doing most of the traffic. But the big reason a lot of people ask me, like, is it because follow and follow doesn't work? No. It's because we have the freedom to choose what marketing acquisition entertains us the most. Okay. What marketing acquisition we genuinely want to do, what marketing acquisition has the best input to output, because we just market differently than most people do. Okay. So, with that being said, follow and follow is still incredibly viable. We did make some massive adjustments to it. We're not doing nearly as many subs as we were, at our peak. I think at our peak, we were doing upwards of 500 to 1,000 a day. That's kind of a lie. It's technically like 500 to 750 a day. And anyway, so now looking at our follow and follow operation, I mean, we're doing, in the last 30 days, we did about 1,600 paid fans, which is roughly 50 to 60 paid subs every single day. This isn't great. It's not bad. Our overhead and everything is, a lot trimmed. We pretty much trimmed everything off of the operation. What inspired this massive change was Cupid went on vacation or something and the entire bot shut down. Okay. We then realized how reliant our operation was on Cupid in order for us to have the results that we have. So I took that as a learning lesson. And one, we kind of scaled down follow and follow during that time and period. But then what we also did is we decided to kind of change the way that we funnel, descale the operation, and we kind of moved into paid advertisements. But we're still running follow and follow, and it does quite well. It's just not our priority. If we wanted to scale this thing that we're going to cover in this video back up to the 750 subs, I think we could probably do it. But then we kind of get into like the input, and then the output is like not entirely there because the way that we're doing it now, our conversion ratio completely chopped in half. Okay, so which means at our peak we were running 4,000 accounts a day, which means we now need to run 8,000 accounts a day to kind of get the same results, which is just a headache and a half, and it's not something that our team wants to do. So anyway, we scaled down our follow and follow operation, and we kind of rerouted the way that it's structured. So first and foremost, we're buying aged accounts, throwing a VPN on the phone, adding to Crane containers, logging into the accounts on Crane containers, and then setting up these accounts over a 7-day period. The setup is the exact same that we've always done. Day one, name, profile picture, bio. Day 2, your first post. Day 3, your second post with highlight. Day 4, the next post. Day 5, the next post, and then all of the next highlights. Day 6, the next post, and then all of the highlights. And then day 7, whatever's remaining, plus likes, followers, and then private the account. But now what's different in this one is we're not actually privating the account. Instead, we're putting a link in the bio, some kind of deep link. Right now we're using Get All My Links. We've also used Only Link, and then we've also used link.me. We're not getting different results on any of the platforms at all whatsoever. But the only reason I'm still using Get All My Links is I went to cancel my plan and they gave me a 50% off for lifetime. So I was like, well, I may as well continue to do that. So anyway, yeah, link in the bios aren't really that big of a difference on the different ones that we're using. The 50% off was helpful, I guess, but whatever. So then as soon as we drop the link in the bios, we go straight to parser.im. We scrape a list of people to follow, and then we start following. It's as simple as that on the iPhone. Okay, we're not moving it to a VPS. We're not moving it on AdsPower. We're not doing any of that shit. Then there's some things to kind of look out for. Okay, the better your IG looks, the higher the conversion ratio. These accounts are public instead of private. By followers on the accounts, 300 to 400. Start unfollowing when accounts exceed 50% of following of followers. So let's say you have 100 followers and then you have 51 following. You need to start unfollowing. Okay, you never want that number to exceed 50%. Your conversion ratio will be chopped in half compared to what Cupid is. So if you had a 9% conversion ratio throughout the entire funnel, or 2% or 3%, whatever, it's going to be chopped in half. Your follow back ratio is going to stay the same, but your conversion ratio from that to the OF is going to be different. So you'll still get around a 7 to 9% follow back ratio, but you're not going to have that 8% conversion ratio. You're going to have like 4%, and then real conversion ratio will probably be like 2.5%. It's really not great, but at the same time, it's still wildly profitable. So anyway, there are some pros to this, okay? If Cupid just stops working, you're not going to be affected. You are no longer reliant on anybody or any software in order for your success. Scale is a lot easier because you're not dealing with Cupid and you're not dealing with VPSs. The operation fat is trimmed, and then it's not nearly as expensive. Like it's genuinely a pretty good operation. I mean, if Cupid was in the state that it was 2 months ago, it would be a lot better. We've kind of just had issues converting on Cupid. We didn't make any adjustments. We didn't make any changes to our Cupid settings that would have like caused, a terrible job. We went from like a certain amount of actions a day would bring us 750 paid subs to those same amount of actions would bring us like 14 paid subs. Really, really massive change. Like overnight, it felt like it was genuinely insane. So, and I don't think this is for everybody, right? That like, I don't think everybody is having issues with Cupid. We are having issues with Cupid, but it doesn't mean that everybody's having issues with Cupid. So anyway, point of this video, just to kind of give you guys an update on what we're doing. We've completely descaled our entire follow and follow operation and are moving drastically into paid advertisements because it's the input to output is a lot better. But follow and follow, we still run it. I plan on running it for the rest of the year, at least until January, and then maybe kind of making a pivot from there. I told myself in the beginning of this year that I was going to run follow and follow the entire year and then kind of work on other businesses and whatnot. And with that was happening until Cupid decided to just go down one day. So anyway, that freaked me out, being entirely reliant on a service, which it's not. You guys know me. I don't like that stuff. So other than that, I will see you guys in the next video.